This is John from TigitMotorbikes.com and we are looking at the Honda Blade 110cc semi-automatic. This is our most popular rental motorbike and it's also the most common motorbike type in Southeast Asia. They really are amazingly reliable, indestructible little machines, and because they are so common, they are the cheapest and quickest to fix anywhere in the country. So really, they are the bulletproof option for Vietnam, whilst also being the cheapest. This is Central District 1 now. This is the area where most backpackers will land. And it looks terrifying, but trust me, once you're out there on the road, you are going so slowly, but it doesn't really matter. It just all sort of glides along in a nice, gentle manner. Now I am 2 meters tall, which is why I'm sitting on this bike, as otherwise I tower above it. But if you are a normal sized person, then these are actually a relatively comfortable fit. Obviously, there are more comfortable motorbikes out there, but there's nothing wrong with the comfort of these either. The key really is to not panic. People just go around you. If something goes wrong, you can just pull over to the side of the road at any time. Because it's just a little motorbike, it doesn't clog up the road. So just keep your wits about you, keep everything slow, look around, and just expect the unexpected. Always have your hands and feet ready for the brakes, and you should be fine. So let's talk about power, as it seems to be a very common question. The Blade is 110cc and has 8.5 horsepower, which gives it a whopping top speed of 110 kilometers an hour and a cruising speed of around 60. They can easily carry 2 people and luggage across any mountain road that Vietnam can throw at it. They really are not lacking in the power department. And when you're talking about power and speed, it's important to look at the local environment. Now, the Vietnamese seem to want to drive as badly and as slowly as they possibly can. They really are not in a rush to be anywhere quickly. So as a foreigner out there on the open roads, you're likely to be one of the fastest moving vehicles out there, whether it be on a little 110cc scooter like this or something much larger. So to answer the question, if you are an experienced motorbiker, you might like a 150cc engine or something more, but in real terms, you do not actually need to get anything bigger than one of these simple 110cc bikes when you're in Vietnam. The Blade is not the most practical or comfortable option for 2 people and luggage. However, if budget really is of importance, then this little scooter can do the job. Tigit fits racks to the back of this bike, made by Jivi, and they have a technical specification of 7 kilograms. However, we think anything below 15 kgs is acceptable. The important thing is that you put the bags as far forward on the bike as possible to avoid that back-end leverage putting pressure on the rack itself. I would take some own personal common sense and safety to check the rack condition every single day, in particular the 4 screws under the seat of the bike. And providing you catch a braking rack early, it's very easy, quick and cheap to weld it anywhere within Vietnam. Now, it doesn't matter what model of bike that you have, if you do have a lot of luggage, you should be sending as much as you can on the train, and that's possible at Tigit. You can send from one office to another. Now that's enough chit chat from me. Come on babe, we're off to Hanoi. Fixing the Honda Blade is cheap. In fact, it's very cheap. Honda heads have interchangeable parts across most of their models. If there's ever a problem with the internals of a bike, anything can be fixed within one day. Now in terms of crashes, each piece of bodywork is worth about $10, and if you have a serious crash that most of us would consider a write-off, well, the good news is that it's unlikely to exceed $250 for a serious crash such as this.
Around 1 mil, okay. Come on. Thank you very much. So 1 mil to fix all of this. Not too bad, it's about 40 bucks. Now small crashes are common and regular in Vietnam. Honda Head do not require appointments or bookings. You can just show up and they'll get to work on your bike. So it doesn't matter, it can be a bent steering stem, caved in front wheel, whatever it may be, Honda Head will get you back on the road again incredibly quickly. So the Blade is the cheapest, most reliable and most common option for traveling Vietnam. A bike that can go on all terrain from the city to challenging off-road driving. Really, there is no limits as to what this motorbike can do. Now this is the truth, and this is why the Honda semi-automatic is so popular in Southeast Asia. So what are the drawbacks? Well, I suppose foreigners don't like to be seen driving around on a scooter. And if you are an experienced driver, then that 110cc engine is not going to give you a big thrill. However, if you just want the cheapest option, the most reliable option, or just to fit in with the locals, then this is the bike that you want to get.